Today's announcement is going to make a very big difference. What we're seeing is the release of federal lands that we believe over the course of this initiative will lead to more than 250,000 homes for Canadians who currently need them. We're also going to make sure that we offer homes at prices that people can actually afford. This is where a new idea comes into play. A large focus of the path forward is going to be not just on announcing a national fire sale where we get rid of publicly owned properties to the highest bidder who will build whatever kinds of homes they can manage, but instead long-term leases of up to 99 years for as little as $1 in exchange for a commitment from builders that they're going to make homes available at prices that low-income families can afford and that middle-class families can afford. This new approach today, with the Public Land Bank now having been launched, you'll be able to see the first tranche of 56 properties that we are going to be looking to use towards housing. As Minister Duclos mentioned during his remarks, over the next few months we're going to continually add more properties to this land bank for the public to see and to provide comments as to how they believe these properties can be best used to deliver housing for Canadians. The first step within this parcel of 56 properties is 5 where a request for proposal or expression of interest has launched today. These processes are going to complete by November 1st and October 1st respectively, so we can get moving as quickly as possible so we know the next steps in the future of these particular pieces of land. We have to do everything that we can, and by putting federal land on the table to reduce the cost of construction at a discounted price in exchange for a commitment that the homes that will actually be built will be offered at a price that ordinary Canadians can actually afford is a major step forward as part of the solution to Canada's strategy to solve the national housing crisis.
For the 56 units, I know there's only 5 available right now, plots of land I should say. When can builders and Canadians expect the rest of them will be available? And cumulatively between those 56, how many units for housing do you think will be created on those lands?
So a couple of different aspects to your question. The first is the 5 units that they are going through what we call the Federal Lands Initiative process, which is with CMHC. That's why Sean's leadership and his team is so important. And they would be available as soon as the call for proposals, the expression of interest are completed. In the next 9 months, approximately another 10 of these units should be ready for the same type of process, and the remaining in the next 2 to 3 years maximum. That is the current state of affairs. But one of the important reasons for which we are opening up the federal government by showing the type of surplus land inventory that we've got is to expedite the process. So by connecting to municipalities, municipal leaders, to communities, to non-for-profit housing providers, to builders, to local communities, we know we can do better in terms of timeline than working in a closed-door environment has been done for the last 3 decades. So by changing the way in which we build partnerships, we believe that the input of local communities will be incredibly more important and valuable to the federal government. So it's just, I call that the triple P. So it's yes, of properties, for which we now have a land bank, but with those properties we have the partnership opportunity to build partnerships, because that requires partnerships. One of the reasons, as we know, and it's not a blame on municipalities. Municipalities, as Mayor Savage said, also face constraints. One of the reasons for which those properties take time to be available for communities, including for building homes, is that municipalities also take time to change their zoning rules, and builders need time to work with the community to create the right environment for those homes to be constructed. So by opening up those properties, we build better partnerships. And the third P is process. We are creating a direct way for partners, leaders of other governments to directly interact with the federal government, to make it a single channel. The land bank provides opportunities for people to directly provide their input and ask questions, and then it's all handled by a collective team of officials from Canada Lands Company, from CMHC, from Sean's department, from DND, National Defense, and other departments. So it all makes it a lot simpler for leaders and municipalities and elsewhere to come to the federal government and to show how we can partner together.